Yo, it's Wittes. I'm heading to sleep. I'm not waking up. It's 10:30 at night, PM. And I was prompted to make this VN because this not this VN, but this should charge my phone. This video, cause I think I saw something that reminded me that I kind of miss my friend's ex for him, even though he's moved on and he's found himself like a better, less toxic, more loving sort of relationship. I miss that ex for him because I feel like, damn, bro, like, I feel like she ticked all the boxes for him. It- you know, it turned out that she was crazy and that she tried to slander my boy. I forget the details, but it ended rather like hostile. That whole relationship ended in a very negative sort of, in a very bitter way. But I honestly was rooting for him, or for rooting for them, because here's one of the many reasons I was rooting for them. When I first met him, that was his girl, you know, and she was, and the first time he sort of waved hello to me was when he was with her. They were sat by, they were sat by. I'm trying to get my charger, man. What the hell? Oh, it's underneath my pedal board. Silly me. Just remove the pedal off of the board. Trying to retrieve the charger. Yeah, both of them actually waved at me when I was heading into the bar. I don't drink, but then the guys were having like a little, chill sesh by the bar. So they invited me. And the first time I sort of waved at the dude, this was when we were about to become friends. He was with his girl, bro. I was rooting for them so much. And you know what? I have this tendency of trying to let my friends' exes know that I still mess with them. You know what I mean? I have this tendency of trying to let my friends' exes know that there's no bad blood between us, regardless of if the relationship ended horribly between y'all, regardless if you guys are not on speaking terms, or like regardless if you guys are hostile towards each other. I still have that weird tendency, and I hope it's not misunderstood by anyone. I'm not trying to holler at the girls. I'm not trying to talk to the girls behind the friends' backs. No, just as a person, because our sort of, my um acquaintance, our acquaintanceship, or whatever, our state of acquaintance wasn't based on the fact that you were dating my friend. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to tell her that, yo, I hope you're still good, sister. But then I don't have her number. I didn't know. I don't know her name. I just kind of remember her face. She was. Man, this video is crazy, dog. She was she was such a good match for my bro. I really wish it worked out between them, because I noticed that I'm rooting for that. I was rooting for that relationship more than I'm rooting for this one. And this one is like a lot healthier. Listen, I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man. I'm not just gonna, you know, tell you what you want to hear because it's what you're currently dealing with, or it's your current, you know, cards. It's your current card, the current cards that were dealt to you. I'll tell you, like straight up, yo, I was rooting for you and your ex, dude. No joke. Like you guys, the image was on point. That was pretty much it. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I didn't really know too much about their relationship, their relations, like how the chemistry was behind closed doors. It ended terribly. I think she went on to try to soil dude's name among his friends and stuff. She went like full psycho, like full crazy, full evil. But still, bro. I hope I hope they don't see this video. If they do, like homie, this is how I sincerely feel. You know, shout out to your current girl and whatnot. But I guess I, I'm I was rooting for that relationship because that was the first sort of exposure I had to you. You know, yeah, people are always inclined to favor things that they're a lot more familiar with, or like favor things that you know they've known for a longer time, or favor things that were a first impression. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I'd love to like just send her a single text and be like, "Yo, I know things ended terribly between you and my bro. I don't want you to think that I have that lame mentality where if my bro doesn't like you, then I automatically don't like you. No, y'all can have your little beef. Y'all can have your little hostility towards each other. But from what I got from you, from what I received from you, like you were pretty cool. I'm judging you based on what I know of you, which was very like surface level, but still it's enough to like press me. It's enough to like have me up at what time is it? 20 to 11 talking about this. I forgot what prompted me to talk about this. Damn. Yeah. This one's a weird one. This video's a weird one. Had nothing to do with my pedals or whatever, what I usually talk about. But still, it's crazy. This is what I imagine, parents of recently divorced people feel like. You know what I mean? Except that I know a lot less than what the parents of divorced people would know. Like a lot less. Again, I don't know her name. I just know the fact that she waved at me once while she was sat next to bro, and that was the first time bro waved at me, sort of, you know, suggesting that we're on friendly terms. Again, this was before we were friends. We became friends, but yeah, I kind of just missed that scenario. That scenario of them sitting there by the outside bench. It was like nighttime. You know these guys are like chilling at bars and stuff when it's really late. It was nighttime. They were chilling there by the I say bench. It's like the serving area, the outside serving area, the table that's integrated with the seating thingamajig. They were sat there, just the two of them. I was walking inside the bar because I was invited, and I saw him, and I recognized him because um this is how I make all of my friends. They're like friends of friends of mine. So I recognized him. I was like, okay, that's my friend's friend. But then I did think he was cool. And until I thought this girl was cool as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like that instance of me meeting them sort of set up this illusion of a relationship in my mind. That was so cool, so awesome. Just for it to like not be, you know, and just for something else that I didn't envision to be. This is very stupid. This video isn't so stupid, but yeah. I almost tried to describe these people that I'm talking about, just so that you get you know me, I like to provide like vivid sort of descriptions of the people that I talk about in my videos, but I think that would be a bit weird. Bit weird. What I will say is that, oh man, they're not gonna watch this video. What I will say is that they might actually watch this video. What I will say is that I just picture like some fair skinned people. Just picture some fair skinned people. Yeah, fair skinned people. Does that matter? No. But then does that give you like a bit more information? Yes. Is it unnecessary information? Yeah. But do you have like a clearer picture of what I'm talking about? A little bit. His girl was like goth, bro. Like proper goth. And I'll speak for myself at least. Like I don't, s- I don't see that. So I thought my homie really bagged himself like a proper sort of baddie, man. Just for that to not go anywhere. Um, Listen, I'm hurt on his behalf, but he's not hurt. He's proper moved on. So what does that mean? It means that I'm hurt on my own behalf. But how does that make sense? How am I hurt for someone, but then they're not hurt? You know? How does that make sense? It doesn't. This video doesn't need to be 20 minutes, man. It doesn't need to be 20 minutes.